Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam. Om Namah Shri Tulasidasa Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamritena Me. Om Dakshine Lakshmano Yasya Vame tu Janakatmaja Purato Marutir Yasya Tam Vande Raghunandanam. Om Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Om
Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Om
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Om
Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Om
Shri 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 Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Om
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 बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र की पवन सुत हनुमान की श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Shuka Sarika. Who are they? Two spies of Ravana who went after Vibhishana to find out, and they got so very impressed by whatever they saw that they came and started praising in front of Ravana, and they said, we saw till Doha number 54, where they said that there are so many different shapes and sizes and colors of monkeys and bears, and the one who came here, he seemed to be the weakest one. So that is a terrible army that they have. And then further he is saying, all these, he gave some names also, famous names, Vividha, Mayanda, Nila, Nala, etc. He says all these are equal to Sugriva in strength. And like that, there are so many thousands of them, which I couldn't count how many were there. So all of them. It was not just one Sugriva, one king. Each one was as strong as the king. And he says, and oh Dashamukha Ravana, Asame Suna Shravan. I just heard while I was just roaming about there, Padum 18 Juthap Bandhar. Now, Padma means 10,000. 18 Padma means 180,000, 1,80,000. 1,80,000 Jutha Pa. Pa means Pati. Jutha means Sena. Huh? So there were 180,000 Senapatis. So you can imagine how many others Sena was there. 180,000 generals and their battalions were there with them. That is the size of the army, Ravan. Just to let you know, because they were also taken around in the camp, so they also saw everything. Nath, then Sukha is saying, Nath katak mah so kapi nahi, jo na tum hi jeete ran mahi. O king, there is not one monkey in that Vanar Sena who cannot defeat you in battle. And all of them are eagerly waiting. Param krodh mij hi sab hatha. They are eagerly waiting. But what to do? Bhagwan has not yet commanded them. So they are just waiting. When will I face Ravan? Chutney banana chahta hun. So they are all saying each other. What are they saying? So shahi sindhu sahit jashbyala pura hinatabari kudar visala. We will drive the ocean, or we will just fill them with all different mountains, and we will go there and we will catch hold of that Ravan and make him a chutney, mix him with all the mud and everything. Mardi gard mila vahi das sisa. Aise hi bachan kahe sab kisa. Each monkey is eagerly waiting to do this. We heard all these things. And they are sahaja asanka, they are not at all afraid, fearless. Manahu grasan chahta hai Lanka. It seems as though they just want to swallow the entire Lanka Nagari. They were so very aggressive and waiting for. So, saying, hey Ravan, already these monkeys are very strong. And on top of that, they have Bhagwan's strength also. Ravan, even if death itself comes as an army, still you can't defeat this Sena. It's not possible to defeat them. So now what happens is, when you are reporting and when your heart is in one side, you start exaggerating little more and you start getting carried away. So he went on, and then he did not realize that what he asked, that much you say enough. Now, what he did was he got a little carried away. So what he said, Sakasar ek soshi sat sagar tav bhrata hi puchev nayanagar. Although Bhagwan is so great, his one arrow itself can dry up the ocean. But still, look at that Mayada Purushottam Bhagwan. He asked your brother that what to do, and based on the advice of your brother, he is now praying to Samudra Devata. Now Ravan till this time did not get anything to reply, because everything was in the favor of Ramchandraji. Now he got one point. He started laughing again, because that is his way of stress relief. Sunat bachan bihasadas sisa. Jo asimati sahaya krita kisa. If this is what is your buddhi, now why unnecessarily you are praising that enemy, that tapasvi and all? Now I have understood how strong he is. What? One is his advisor is a coward like my brother. who could not withstand things here and ran away from here. He is that useless fellow whom I kicked out of my kingdom. He is his advisor, counsel. Not only that, he is so immature and childish that he is sitting in front of the ocean and saying, "Please give me way, please give me way." What is this? Is this an intelligent way of working? मूड मृषा का करसी बढ़ाई, रिपुबल बुद्धि ताह में पाई, सचिव सभी तत् विभीषण जाके, विजय विभूति कहाँ जगे ताके, सुनिखल वचन दूत रिस बाड़ी, समय विचारी पत्रिका. Now when he saw this, he heard this Shuka, he got angry. He said that, no, what is this? He is saying bad about Bhagavan. Now slowly see the mind. Now it is so devoted to Bhagavan, now you can't hear anything bad about him. So he said, now what can I say? Because there was no answer that he could give. But then he remembered, Lakshmanji's letter is there. So he said, by the way, Ravan, wait, stop saying. No, I have this letter and Lakshman has given me as we are coming. And then he said, Ramanuja dini hapati, nath bachai judavo chati. He said, you get it read. He did not say, this is a letter, you read it. He said, you get it read. Because he knew what was written inside. Already Lakshman told him. So therefore, he said, you get it read. Means, it will be read aloud in the court, in front of everyone. Otherwise, if he alone read, then he would just laugh and put it away. But get it read. So Ravan again laughed, what is this? And caught hold of the letter with his left hand, which means without respect. He caught hold of it and gave it to one minister. Read aloud so that everyone can hear. बात न मन ही रिझाई सठ जनिक घालसी कुल खीस राम विरोध न उबरसी शरण विष्णु अज ईस. Lakshman ji has written that you unnecessarily don't create problems for your own family and destroy the whole kula. If you are against Ramchandra ji, even if you have protection of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, you will not be protected. Nobody can help you if you are against Ramchandra ji. कीत जिमान अनुज इव प्रभुपद पंकज भृंग हो ही कि राम सरान लकुल सहित पतंग. He says that either you follow into the footsteps of your brother and getting rid of your arrogance, come and prostrate at the feet of the Lord, surrender, or you will be like the moth that is consumed by the fire of the arrows of Sri Rama. So his reaction, Ravana's reaction, this is Lakshmana's words, and this Lakshmana tapasvi, he's really done tapascharya, he's been, following all brahmacharya, not eaten for all these 14 years. And sunat sabhay mana mukha musukai. Inside he got shaken up. Sabhay man, but mukha musukai. Showing off, nothing is wrong. What is it? Kahat dasanan sabai sunai. And he told everyone, Bhumi para kar kahata akasa, lagu tapas kar bhava vilasa. One who is lying on the floor is not able to even stand up and he is trying to catch the sky. This is how this young tapasvi, the younger one, two tapasvis are there. The younger tapasvi, he is talking too much. Then this Shuka, who was now completely, that devotion came up. He says, Nath Satya Sababani. Oh Lord, all that is written here is true. So please, you leave your arrogance and do as I say. Nath Ramasana Tajaho Birodha. Please give up your enmity with Rama. And he says, Bhagavan is so very kind that he will forgive you even in spite of all this that you have done, all this you have spoken, everything. Milat kripa tum par prabhu karihi, ur aparadh na ekau dharihi. He will not keep anything in his mind that you have wronged or you have done something. He will forgive you, he will accept you completely. जनक सुथा रघुनाथ ही दीजे, इतना कहा मोर प्रभु कीजे. You please, no, listen to me. Just one thing I am saying. Please return Sita ji to Ramchandra ji. Now this statement, whoever has spoken in the past, Ravan got very angry. Except for Mandodari. Mandodari, he could not get angry. But others, since those times only. But here, जब ते ही कहा देन बैदेही, as soon as he heard this Shuka saying that you return Sita ji, charan prahar ki na sakti, immediately kicked him. So he was ready to kick whenever. Now, this Shuka also said, chalo, thank God. If somebody kicks, we feel happy when that one who is kicking is a wicked person. And thank God, chalo, no, he is he has driven me away. Now I am free. So he went where? Where Bhagwan was seated, praying to the ocean. Bhagwan was seated, that there he went. Kari pranam nij katha sunai. He said, he did pranam and he spoke about himself. Who is he? He said that Rachas bhayo raha muni jnani. He was a muni, jnani muni. But because of some Rishi Agastya Shrapa, he had become Rakshasa and he had to serve Ravana. But now he was Shapa Vimukta. What happened? Again, satsang. They came here. He was sent on a mission to come here. But whom did he follow? He followed a bhakta who was Vibhishana. See, he followed a bhakta. Vibhishana followed Hanumanji. See, so a bhakta only is the one who gives us liberation. When we follow a bhakta, then we are led to Bhagwan. So this is what happened to these dutas also. They were actually munis and they had to serve Ravana because of a curse, but now they were liberated. So now they came and Bhagwan also blessed them and Bandi Rama Pad Barahi Bara Muni Nija Ashramukka Pavidara. Then the Muni went back to his own abode after prostrating to Bhagwan. Okay, but Bhagwan did not speak. He was in Mauna. He was praying now. And all this happened over now. Binayana manat jaladhi jada gaye teen din biti. This Samudra Devata, Bhagwan himself is sitting, a lot of the universe is sitting there and praying and requesting for a way, and he was not listening. 3 days had passed. Bhagwan was fasting. He was in observing Mauna, silence. Then Bhagwan said, Bole Ram Sakop Taba. Now Bhagwan spoke angrily. See, Bhagwan spoke angrily, it is said. He did not get angry. There is a difference. Bhagwan is teaching us that use anger to get some work done, but never become angry. Because when we get angry, we lose the game. But when we are not angry from within, but when we need, we have to show. Why are you doing like this? Okay. It is necessary to show. So here Bhagwan bole Ram Sakop Tab Bhaya binu hoy na priti. Without fear, nobody loves and nobody expresses love also. See, that is why initially when we start doing puja and all these things, it is fear only which makes us do that. You say, if you don't do, Bhagwan will get angry. Every year you have to do this puja. 1 year you miss, calamity. Oh, okay, I will do. So it is fear only that helps us. Initially, for any good thing, morning also, no, morning we have to get up and do japa or something. No, mind will say, no, I want to sleep for some more time. If you don't get up and do japa in the morning, then what? Then, okay. Fear. Bhaya bino hoina preeti. So it doesn't happen without bhaya. So therefore, this is also one way of developing bhakti. People say, our ancestors, they used to say that if you don't do this, this will happen, that will happen, and all. Unnecessarily, why are you scaring people? That was necessary. Now, since the time we stopped scaring the next generation, who is doing what? How much? उनसे अंदर से आएगा तब. अंदर से क्या आता है? ढकार आती है अंदर से, और कुछ नहीं आता अंदर से. That is, we say send the children to Bal Vihar. When they get interest from inside, one day they will come for Bal Vihar. One day they will get. Do we have the same rule for school? One day they will get interest from inside, then they will go to school. Then when they go to school, they might be some 30, 40 years old. Because that's when interest will come. Oh, I don't know anything. I want to study. That is why many people go back to studies after 40, 45 only. Really what they want to study. Until that time, they don't study. So, andar se nahi aata hai. We have to force. So, some things has to. That is why even in Kishkinda-kand, if we see, Ramchandraji waited for the entire monsoon to get over. For Sugriva, that okay, poor thing, he has been running around all over. Let him also rest and let him manage the kingdom little bit. After that, now he should. But no news. He is just indulging. Forgot about the work that was given. And Bhagwan did Sugriva's work in no time. And here, no, 4 months he waited. Then he said, Lakshman, go. Lakshman was waiting only. Tell me. Then he said, Bhaya dikhai. Show him some fear. Show him some anger. You will naturally get it from inside also. But then just show him. Don't do anything to him. Bring him. He will come. So Lakshmanji went, and without any arrow, just the bow, he just did twang. That was enough. Whole Kishkinda was scared. What happened? Oh, Lakshmanji has come, and he looks very angry. So it is said Sugriva was hiding under the bed. Really, it is there. That he suddenly caught Bhagwan's Lakshmanji's feet and said, sorry, please forgive me. So fear, bhaya bino hoina priti. And it is important for us also to understand for our own selves also and to help others also. So here Bhagwan is only helping. Acha, now what? What does he do? Wow. The next we'll read. लक्ष्मण बान सरासन आनो सोशौ बारिधि बिसिख कृसानो सठ सन विनय कुटिल सन प्रीति सहज कृपन सन सुंदर नीति ममता रत सन ज्ञान कहानी अति लोभी सन विरति बखानी क्रोधी समकामी हरि कथा ऊषर बीज बहे फल जथा अस कही रघुपति चाप चढ़ावा यह मत लक्ष्मण के मन भावा संधाने प्रभु विसिख कराला उठी उदधि उर अंतर ज्वाला मकर उरग झस गन फुलाने जरत जंतु जल निधि जब जाने कनक थार भरि मणि गण नाना विप्र रूप आयउ तजिमाना काट ही पै कदरी फरही कोटि जतन को सींच विनयन मान खगेश सुनो डाटे पै नवनीत सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Bhagavan got up and said, Lakshman, bring my bow and arrow. Now only I'm going to dry this ocean up. Satasana Vinaya Kutilasana Preeti. One who is wicked, one who is crooked, we can't deal with them with goodness. Because if somebody is crooked, you have to be crooked to deal with them. If you are very good, they will only exploit and stampede over us. They will treat us like a doormat. But that does not mean we become bad. This is a very important thing. How in this world everyone is bad? How can I remain good? You have to remain good. But when dealing with them, you have to be firm. You can't be very soft. Please, can you not shoot me, please, Mr. Terrorist? Mr. Terrorist, I will give you one chocolate. Can you not shoot me today? It's not going to work. You have to give him two. But you don't have to become a terrorist to deal with him. That's the most important point here. Bhagwan is not becoming bad. Bhagwan is only showing his tough side just to deal with him. He's saying that one who is wicked to be very humble in front of that person, or one who is crooked to deal with him with lot of love and honesty, and one who is very miserly to treat him with generosity and justice, and one who is so attached to give him lot of knowledge and all. When one is attached, he will misinterpret only everything. And one who is very greedy, talk to him about detachment and dispassion and all. And one who is very angry, you tell him about how to control the mind. When somebody is angry, you say, I will teach you how to control the mind. Sit down, close your eyes. Nothing is going to work. Kamihi Hari Katha. And one who is full of desire, you say, come listen to Ramayana. Today, last day of 10% discount sale. I have to go there. So Ramayana, I don't have time. Anyway, later on also, रामायण कहीं भाग थोड़ी जा रहा है, वो चला जाएगा कल से, इसलिए वहां जाना है मुझे पहले. So he said, this is all this is like usar beej baye phal jata. It is like sowing seeds in a barren land. Nothing is going to come out of it. So, get me when I am going to take action. As kahi Raghupati chap chadhava. He took an arrow and actually fixed on the bow. And yah mat Lakshman ke man bhava. Lakshmanji was so happy. See, Bhagavan already said to him that eventually this is what will happen. What you're saying is will happen. But now I have to follow this. So he already had said, Lakshmanji said, now it really looks like my brother. That's the spirit, Bhagavan. What is this? Waiting for someone and all. You are the Lord of the universe. You don't need to wait. Now, as soon as Bhagavan fixed the arrow, he has not even shot it. He's just fixed the arrow. What happened? The entire ocean started boiling. The creatures were finding it very difficult because it's heating up. Now, when this happened, the Samudra Devata saw that all the creatures that are living in me, they are all finding it so painful. So immediately he took a form of a Brahmana. See, Hanumanji also took a form of a Brahmana. Here he is also. The reason is that nobody will harm a Brahmana, even if somebody is very angry. So that's why he took a form. And then he took one golden plate, and in that he put all, in the depths of the oceans there are all monies, precious stones and all. So all that he collected. It was Samudra Devata himself, so it was his only. Collected all that, and he came in front of Bhagavan. See, Bhagavan, whenever we go to Bhagavan or Guru or Raja or any great person, it is said in our scriptures that never go empty-handed. And that is what this Samudra also did. That he took a plate full of these gems and precious stones, and he came. Viprarupa ayau tajimana. All his Abhiman and all that arrogance. He left and he came humbly. Here, Kagbhushan is also telling this story, this entire Ramcharitmanas story to Garudaji. So he is saying, "Oh Khagesha, oh Garudaji, this when you have a plantain, a banana tree, you may water it, water it, water it, but after every season, the only way to get fruits in every new season is you have to cut it. Without cutting, just watering. Once it has flowered and there are fruits, and you take away the fruits, after that it will not by itself come. You have to cut it, then only the new shoot will come, and then it will have more flowers and fruits. So he's saying, "Kaate hi pai kadari farai." The phala, kadali phala or banana will come only when you cut it. Similarly, this fellow also needed one. That's why he came. So that's what happened. So he's saying, "Vinayana man Khages sunu date hi pai navanich." The one who is low means, neech means does not mean wicked, but one who is dull witted, one who is ignorant and all, they have to be, जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मारते. So you have to do something. और डांटे ही, without scolding, some people don't listen. So you have to scold. So that's what Bhagavan did. Now, Samudra Devata came. So then Bhagavan also was happy. Chalo, good. It worked. This treatment worked. Now, at this time, how did he come? What did he say? This Samudra Devata was also a fantastic person. He came and said, Bhagavan, it is not my fault. Huh? Then whose fault? Your fault. Huh? So we'll read this. सभय सिंधु गही पद प्रभु के, क्षमहु नाथ सब अवगुण मेरे, गगन समीर अनल जल धरनी, इन कई नाथ सहज जड़ करनी, तब प्रेरित माया उपजाए, सृष्टि हेतु सब ग्रंथ निकाये, प्रभु आय सुजे कह जस हई, सोते ही भांति रहे सुख लई, प्रभु भल कीन मोहि सिख दीनी, मर जादा पुनि तुमरी कीनी, प्रभु प्रताप में जाव सुखाई, उतरी कटकुन मोरी बढ़ाई, प्रभु अज्ञापेल श्रुति गाई, करो सो वेग जो तुम ही सोहाई, सुनत विनीत बचन अति, कह कृपाल मुस्काई, जय विधि उतरे कपि कटकु, तात सो कहु पाई, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सभय सिंधु गहि प्रभु पद प्रभु केरे. He came and offered the plate and touched Bhagwan's feet. Sabhaya, he had some fear also, at the same time lot of reverence also. Chamahu nath sab avaguna mere. Oh Lord, please forgive me. I made you wait and all. But after all, no, it's not my fault. It is after all your fault only, Bhagwan. What do you mean? I will explain. Don't get angry. Okay, what is it? See, Gagan, Samir, Anal, Jal, Dharani. What are these? Space, air, fire, water, earth. These five are the five elements with which the whole world is created. Now he himself is water. Water element he is. There's these five elements. Inkainath Sahaj Jad Karani. Now these elements, they are all by nature inert, right? Jada only. They are not Chaitanya. They can't decide things and they can't themselves initiate something and all. They are inert. I also belong to that category. And how are these five elements born? Tava prerit Maya upajay. They are all born out of Maya, and Maya is supported by you. So, which means you are the Lord of Maya, and this Maya only has created these five elements, and these five elements has created this whole world. Right? Okay. Srishti hetu sab grantha nigay, and this I am not saying. All Upanishads and all other scriptures are saying that this is how the entire creation has happened. Yes, okay. And now, how are these inert things expected to be? They will be inert. See, here we say that what is Newton's laws, na? Laws of motion. The first law of motion is mentioned here, which we don't know. We are saying that, oh, Newton found it. Tulsidas has written it long ago, and this is Samudra Devata is telling Ramchandra. What is it? The first law of motion is what? That whatever object is inert or in motion, if there is no external force added to it, it will continue to be inert or in motion as it was. Right? That is the first law. See, that's what he's saying. Prabhu ayasu jehi kah jas ahai, sote hi bhati rahe sukh lahai. As Bhagavan, as you put something, these five elements he's talking about, in the way you have ordained and kept something, that way only everything will remain. It can't change by itself without any external force. And what is external? Out of inert. What is external to inert? Conscious. So without consciousness, inert objects cannot change its course, whether it is stationary or it is moving. So is it not first law of motion? See, this is called Indian knowledge system. To understand that we had all these things, but it was just in the form of in between the story and some dialogue between Samudra Devata, and Samudra Devata, who calls himself inert, knew the first law of motion. That is our culture. Anyway, coming back. So, said, so which means what? Whose fault is it, Bhagwan? You kept me like this inert, that I didn't listen to you. So is that my fault? Audacity of but the point is, he was telling out of love only. And he said, Bhagwan, I am very grateful to you, because any change can come also in us only by you. Nothing else. Only a conscious entity can bring change to the inert world. So, Prabhu Bhalakeen Mohi Sikh Dini, you taught me, you corrected me. That is very good. I am very happy. And it was just a sample. Just you took your arrow and put it in your bow. That was enough for me. Little bit. So, Prabhu Bhalakeen, thank you so much. You did a great thing by educating me, making me understand, teaching me a lesson. Thank you. Marajada puni tumari kini. And you brought me back to the dharma that you have established. So you have only established right from the beginning that this is how things should function, and now you are re-establishing dharma. And that is why avatar also takes place. Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami. Marjada means what? The frontiers, the limits of dharma, the framework of dharma. You are re-establishing it, and by teaching me this lesson, you are again telling me that this is how I should behave. Thank you so much. After this, here Samudra Devata is making a statement which has so much of controversy around this and so much of opposition around it. And people are blaming, oh, Ramchandra ji is so bad. Why? Because this statement is said, Dhol Gawar Shudra Pasunari Sakal Tadana ke Adhikari. Oh, Ramchandra ji is bad. Ramchandra ji did not say this. This was not spoken by Ramchandraji. Ramchandraji was listening to this. This was spoken by Samudra Devata. And then people say, no, Tulsidas ji is very bad. He has written this. And Tulsidas ji is only reporting that Samudra Devata said this. Oh, then Samudra Devata is very bad. That you can say. So never go near water in your life. Because see, very bad. So then 70% of your body, you should remove it. Because very bad. The point is, if there is a statement in the scripture and it seems to be unjust or impractical, which means we have to understand that our way of understanding is wrong. Scripture can never be wrong. So what is the translation? Dhol. Dhol means a drum. Gawar, one who is uneducated, illiterate, or a sanskari type of person. Sudra is actually a sanskari, not taught anything, not refined, crude person. Pashu, animal, and nari. Now this is the first objection. Dhol, Gawar, Shudra, Pashu is one category. And then you're putting nari also in the same category. See, if it was same category, then why to mention separately? So it is not same category. That is why separate mention. But Purusha not mentioned. So actually men should feel bad reading this. नारी को अलग कैटेगरी दे दी और पुरुष का बारे में बताया नहीं, मतलब he belongs to the same ढोल गवार शूद्र पशु, पुरुष is included in that. So who should feel bad? So we have to think properly about this. And sakal tadana ke adhikari. See, tadana means the word meaning Sanskrit tad dhatu is there, means to hit. But here it is not always used in the same meaning of hitting. And if it is misunderstood, it is wrong. This misunderstanding and misinterpretation is wrong. Tadana here means different things for all these 5 things mentioned here. For dhol, tadana means hitting. So is it not true? Now if there is a drum, I won't hit. Poor thing, it will get hurt. So I am not going to hit. Then why did you buy a drum? So it will work only if it hits. That is what its fulfillment is. So it has to be hit. Second thing is, even to tighten the drum, it has to be hit. You can't just say, become tight, okay? Drum, become tight. Become tight. It will not. You have to tighten, you have to hit it. So even to make it fit to create music and also to create music, it has to be hit. So here the meaning is hitting. But hitting does not mean indiscriminately take a stick and dum, dum, dum. It will break only. You have to hit properly the way it is supposed to be hit. So in a nice way. And do you exert pressure when you are playing a drum? No, as much is required. And sometimes it is just feather touch and it brings out the sound. So it is not hitting in the sense of, you just take a stick and get out all your anger. Dum, 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 dum. Then it will break only. So here hitting, it is the meaning is hitting, but still it is not that angrily hitting on it. So dhol. And here it is said adhikari. Adhikari means what? Is fit to be hit. Adhikari means it has the right to be hit. Means others better use it properly by hitting it. Don't try to play it in some other way. It will not be played. Okay. Dhol. Then gawar. Gawar means an illiterate person. Uneducated person. Now here tadana means giving education. Teaching. Because like dhol becomes ready to be useful to the world by hitting, same way a gawar will be useful for the world or be able to live a successful life when he or she is educated. So gawar, and gawar includes both men and women. It is not only women we are talking about. Gawar. Okay, Shudra is a sanskari purush, not refined. A crude person doesn't have any sanskara, how to do, what to do, how to speak, how to eat. See, all of us when we were born, did we know how to eat? No. Did we know how to walk? No. Did we know how to talk? No. We learnt. Our parents, our elders taught us and gave us this sanskar. This giving sanskar is the meaning of Tadana for Shudra. So it is again a form of education only, but it is more of a training rather than education. So we have to train a person, refine a person who does not understand, okay, so give them samskar. So that is, and adhikari means a Shudra is fit to be given samskar. His right is to be trained, given sanskar, so that he can also live a fulfilled life. Okay, then comes Pashu. Now, Pashu also, if we know, there are pet dogs, etc. Don't we send the dogs for training and all? Don't we say that we want to train our dogs? And there are training institutes for dogs. So dogs are sent, and then and for training also sometimes, even in education of people, or we all have gone to school. I'm not talking of the present school generation, but previous generation. Have we not got Tadana? But it was not Tadana for the sake of it. It was for the sake of education, that we learnt, we understood. We same way, even animals also sometimes they may have to be given some pain. We also, even now when hitting and all is not allowed, don't we say, if you don't behave yourself, I will cut your marks? That is also a form of Tadana only. So it is not just indiscriminate hitting, it is making education possible, making training possible. Even an animal is fit to be trained or fit to be treated in such a way that that animal also can contribute something, especially the domesticated animals or the pets and all those things. So we're not talking of wild animals and all, but we're talking about mainly those animals which live with us in the society. So Tadana ke adhikari. Okay, and then Nari. Why Nari should be mentioned here? See here, for Nari, the word Tadana means both education and protection. See, how do we protect a drum, for example? Why Tadana word is used? That is why. A drum is protected by when you keep playing it. When you keep it in the cupboard for 1 or 2 months, it will go bad. Then you'll have to change the whole thing and then freshly make it. Otherwise, it will go, but sometimes it gets torn also. But if you keep on hitting it, it is protected. So that Tadana word has meaning of protection also. So women are both fit to be and have the right to both education and protection. See, when we say that we have a very patriarchal society and men dominant society and all, in that society also this statement was made, that women have right to education, because sometimes women don't know what is happening in the household, what is the financial status, what is, how are we managing, nothing. And sometimes women would know more than everybody else in the home. So the point is, information must go to that person, a woman. It is important. Education is important. Not only that, when we say Nari, in scriptures, when this word Purusha and Stri, Nara, Nari, all these words, when in scriptures they come, they do not talk about the physical body. Because when we say that, okay, I am meeting a person, actually, whom am I meeting? Am I meeting the physical body? I am not meeting the physical body. If somebody is sleeping, let us say, and I go there and they are nicely sleeping. I say, okay, how are you? Fine. I just came to meet you. I was just going by, so I thought I'll just meet you. And your health is all okay. Why are you not talking to me? I don't know. Maybe you are angry with me. Okay, okay. I am going now. Okay, I'll go. I'll go back. Then I will tell 2 days later when I meet that person again. I met you day before yesterday. You didn't even talk to me. He said, when did you meet? "Huh? I met you. You didn't talk to me also. But no, I did not meet you. Why? Because I was not there. I was sleeping. No, no, you were there lying on the bed. Lying on the bed was the body. But actually, it is the subtle body, the mind, intellect, the senses, all these things. That is the real person whom we meet actually. So, if you understand this, even in the scriptures, whenever it is said that there is a person and this person moves from one body to another, it is actually talking about the mind intellect equipment, the bundle of the subtle body that goes from one place to another, one body to another. So, that is pointed out. So, therefore, it is not talking about the physical body at all. And generally, when we say Nari, the qualities of a mother, of a person who is loving, who is emotionally dominant, softness, that kind of personality is what we are talking about when we say Nari. Now, that kind of personality needs to be educated, little bit hardened also. Otherwise, that softness may not be able to survive in the world. तो थोड़ा उसको भी टफ करने के लिए हैज टू बी ट्रेन्ड, हैज टू बी एजुकेटेड, एंड एट द सेम टाइम हैज टू बी प्रोटेक्टेड also. So all these meanings are there in this word tadana, because some people they feel guilty about chanting this line also, and they change it. जैसे ढोल गवार शूद्र पसनारी सकल लालना के अधिकारी. लालना मीन्स लाड करना. उससे वो मीनिंग कन्वे ही नहीं होता है. दैट इज रॉन्ग. इट इज ताड़ना ओनली, बट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट करेक्टली. Actually, there is no controversy in this. This is a very plain statement, a matter of fact. And who is telling this? Samudra Devata, who has just got this lesson. So see, previous line, if we have to understand what is the meaning, we have to see आगे पीछे देखना पड़ता है. So previous line, प्रभु भल कीन मोहि सिख दीनी. Sikh Dini. And then next line he is saying Sakala Tadana ke Adhikari, where he is including himself also. So what does this mean? Sikhana. That is the main meaning here. So here Samudra Devata is making this statement and thanking Bhagwan that thank you that you did this for me. Because anybody teaches us, educates us, trains us, sometimes even shows anger and scares us, but make sure that we get the point. We have to be grateful to that person because they have taken out time and wasting energy on us for our well-being. Otherwise, they can maintain their peace of mind. They need not get so excited and come after us to just help us move out of this inertia. So therefore, he is thanking Bhagwan and saying, Bhagwan, what you say is true. That just you don't need to even shoot that arrow. Just you think about it and the eye will get completely dried up. Ocean will dry up and then everyone will go. But then what is the greatness? And I want to serve you, but I won't get to serve you because you have taken me out only. You have dried me up. Then I won't get. So he's saying, Utari hi katuku na mori badai. I won't get any participation. I won't be able to contribute to this whole endeavor. I also want to help in this. So please order me whatever you say, I will do. I am here to follow your order. So Bhagwan, when he saw that with lot of love and humility, now Samudra Devata has come. He has left all his jadata and all, and he is now, as a devotee, he has approached. See, Bhagwan immediately forgot his fault and he was very happy. Sunat binit vachan ati kaha kripal musukai. Immediately he smiled. See, when you are very angry really from inside, you can't smile. But when you are only showing anger, then immediately you can smile. We have seen this with Puja Gurudev. He would get so angry and then everybody will be shaking, and then suddenly one little girl like this will come and we'll bring some small flower or some card or something. Swamiji, today is my birthday. He has just given one firing to a brahmachari there, and he's shivering. And not only he is shivering, the people around who are just watching, they are also shivering. But a child is a child, so child goes and says, Swamiji, today is my birthday. That second, there is a transformation. Oh, my darling, it's your birthday today. So happy. You have become big, so big, so big. How did that happen? And other people are shocked. This is the same Swamiji who just got so angry. Gurudev was like this. He used to use his anger. He has said also at some place, he said that I use anger like a pen. When I need it, I take it out of my pocket, use it, and then when I don't need it, I put it back in my pocket. So that is what here Ramchandraji did. That is why Turant Musukai immediately smiled. And he said, no, I don't want much. You tell me. What do you suggest? You know that we all have to go other side. Now, what do you suggest? You also want to participate means what? What will you do? So, now Samudra Devata is offering a solution. So, we'll read this also, the last part. नाथ नील नल कपि द्वौ भाई लरिकाई ऋषि आशीष पाई तिनके परस किए गिरि भारे तुम्हारे मैं पुनि उर धरि प्रभु प्रभुताई करी हूँ बल अनुमान सहाई एहि विधिनाथ पयोधि बधाई जहि यह सुज सुलोक तिहु गाई एहि सर मम उत्तर कटवासी हतहु नाथ खल नर अभरासी सुनि कृपाल सागर मन पीरा तुरत ही हरि राम रणधीरा देखि राम बन पौरुष भारी हर्षि पयोनिधि भयउ सुखारी सकल चरित कहि प्रभु ही सुनावा चरण बंदी पाथो सिधावा निज भवन गवने सिंधु श्री रघुपति यह मत भायऊ यह चरित कलिमल दास तुलसी गायहु सुख भवन संशय समन गमन विषाद रघुपति गुण गना तहि सकल रास भरोस गावनि सुनहि संतत सठ मना सकल सुमंगल दायक रघुनायक गुणगान सादर सुनहि पितरहि भव सिंधु बिना जल जान सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय इति श्रीमद् रामचरितमानसे सकल कलिकलुष विध्वंसने पंचमः सोपानः समाप्तः सुंदरकांड समाप्त Samudra Devata told Ramchandraji, Bhagwan, in your own army, there are two people. They are that way architects by profession and education. But they also have a special power. There were these two brothers, Nal and Neel. They knew architecture and civil engineering and all. They had studied all that. And in their childhood, see how curses help. So we should not be afraid of curses. That doesn't mean that we do wrong things and trouble others. But now this Nal Neel, in their childhood, Vanaras, Children, human children are also mischievous. Vanaras not to talk about. So then what they used to do was nearby in their, nearby there used to be these rishis, ashramas and all. So when rishis would be preparing for some havan or puja or something, all the samagri will be kept ready, and then they would go to pick up something from inside and all. By that time, they would pick up all the samagri and some spoon or some vessel or something. They'll throw it in the river. And now the rishi would see from a distance they are throwing, but they can't do anything. So now they have to jump inside the river, pick it up, bring it up. It would have sunk inside sometimes and all. So they said how to deal with this. So they gave them a curse. What was that? That anything you throw in water will not sink; it will float. So then what happened was they threw that. They could see that it is here. They could easily retrieve them. So then this was a curse given in their childhood. Now what happened was this Samudra Devata said, these two are there. Anything they throw, it was not mentioned what they throw, anything. So even if big rocks also they throw, it is not going to drown because those great rishis have cursed. So here he is saying it is not curse. Larikai Rishi Asishipai. They got a blessing. That time it seemed to be a curse, but they got a blessing that anything you throw in the water, it will not drown. So तिनके परस किए गिरि भारे तरी ही जलधि. They will float on the ocean, but that also will be because of your grace. Because any rule that works or some old curse that works, anything that works is only because of your grace. So it is only your pratapa. And not only that, they may put it in the ocean, but they have to stay together also. Otherwise, they will be floating here and there. Any waves come and they are just floating here and there. What is it? That will be more dangerous for the other animals and everyone. So, how will they be held together? Well, that will be your grace only, because of which they will be held together. In this way, you please get a bridge constructed. And I will also, from my side, support this bridge. I will also feel that I have done something. Although you are the only one who are doing everything, but I will also feel that I have contributed something. So therefore, I will also support in some way. So, करी हूं बल अनुमान सहाई, according to whatever I can, I will also help. एहि विधिनाथ पयोधि बंधाइय, जेहि यह जसो लोकति हूं गाइय. So that everyone sings your glory if you get a bridge built across the ocean. So solution is given now. Now after this, Ramchandraji said, okay, understood. But what to do of this arrow? Because Bhagwan's arrow, once it came on the bow, then it will go only hit its target. It cannot go back. No coming back. He said, now what do I do with this arrow? So then this Samudra Devata said, Bhagwan, in my north, there are some people who are troubling me a lot. Samudra Devata said, okay, not me. This is Indian Ocean speaking. And Indian Ocean North, who is there, we know. We all know. so he is saying, in my north, there are people, it need not be India only, there are other Far East islands also are there. So it must be someone. For us, why should we blame ourselves only? Someone else maybe. But some people, but now these days this is true. We are also polluting so much. We are sending so many chemicals and everything in the river, and from the river to the ocean. We are also doing. We say, Hatau Nath Khal Nara Agharasi. These people, they are all troubling me so much. Bhagavan's heart melted listening to this same Samudra Devata's sorrow. Immediately, without any delay, he shot the arrow towards that direction, and all that people who are creating all these difficulties, they were all destroyed. Dekhi Ram bal paurush bhari, harashi payo nidhi bhayo sukhari. Samudra Devata was very happy, and he told that how these people would trouble me and all, but now you have taken away all my trouble. Thank you so much. He bowed down to Bhagwan's feet and he went back. Bhagwan was so happy and he also blessed him. Now, Tulsidas ji says that this entire story of the Sundarkand, whoever just sings or even just listens, Tulsidas ji says, I have described to the best of my ability, and this is something that will give joy and success to everyone who even chants this, listens to this, or sings this, or talks about this, explains this, understands this, for all these people. Sakala Sumangaladayaka Raghunayaka Gunagan, Ramchandra ji's glories are bestower of auspiciousness, happiness, well-being, success, health, everything. So therefore, Sadhara Sunahite Tarahi Bhava Sindhu Bina Jalajan. Those people cross over all difficulties and obstacles and succeed in their life. So with this, we come to the end of this fifth sopan, this Sundarkand, where Bhagwan's Bhakta's Leela first and then Bhagwan's Leela. So it was Bhakta Bhagwan, both are glorified and both are prayed to, and we also pray to Bhagwan today that we also get that devotion so that we are also constantly connected to the Lord, that source of infinite strength within us. So we will chant Bhagwan's Nam Sankirtan for a few minutes, then we will close. Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Sakala Mangalamurani Kandana, Sakala Mangalamurani Kandana, Mangalamurati 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 Marutanandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Sakala Mangalamulani Kandana, Sakala Mangalamulani Kandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Sakala Mangalamulani Kandana, Sakala Mangalamulani Kandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Mangalamurati Marutanandana, Sakala Mangalamulani Kandana, Sakala Mangalamulani Kandana, Mangalamurati Mangalamurati. ये सियावर रामचंद्र की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।